On this episode of On the Table, I host Dizmo.
I really want to join the army,
Really?
Yes.
So is that why you do songs like Commando?
Yes, I want to be a soldier. If it's gonna take me a certain route to, maybe minimize on music.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
And some of these artists go to perform in Malawi, but those artists do not get the same kind of invitations and all of that here in Zambia. Do you think it's true? Do you agree with him?
No, I know, because I'm a businessman. I'm also a creative. I know what is up to. From the moment that I became a dad and a husband, there are a lot of things that I've cut off completely to say, I can't do this. This I can,
Like what? People have been criticizing your wife. Personally, I sometimes feel some type of way about it. How do you handle that? Talk about her dancing and all of that.
Well,
so that's what you can look out for on today's edition of On the Table. Welcome to the show. I'm your host. My name is Chimweka, or simply Chimweka, aka Chila 3. By the way, so the general manager at Diamond was telling me I look good in pink. I think I need to be wearing pink more. I think so. George, do I look good in pink?
Welcome to the club, bro.
No, so George is a light-skinned guy. So for him, I know he loves pink. But for us, non-light skin, it's a bit of a different thing when we get to wear pink. But thanks for welcoming me to your so-called club that I didn't know about. But welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us today. My guest today, I'm very excited about today's guest. I met him like a week ago, and then he reminded me that we actually haven't done an interview in a while. But the thing is, I follow him so much that I feel like I'm up to date with what's going on, and I'm in touch. He's an award-winning artist. One of my personal favorite rappers in Zambia. I'm talking about the one, the only, Wanona Chongo Dizmo, Dorio, Washi Paris. What else? Welcome to the show, bro.
Thanks for having me. Thanks.
You are having a good year. 2025 is going good for you, isn't it?
Yes, it's been a perfect year for me, 2025, compared to the other year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Was it like deliberate, or you just felt like, what, let me just start putting out music, let me just do things, was it deliberate, was it planned?
I think it's because of previous lessons that I learned with the other year, the failures, they told me to say, okay, this year you need to do certain things that you didn't do the other year,
Yeah.
So I've like doubled my hustle this year, you get my point?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just dropping music and giving people what they want.
Yeah.
You feel me? Yeah.
When I think of how far you come, like it really warms my heart, and I feel so good about the progress you've made. And I remember you coming through there's an interview you did if you remember the first interview we did.
Yes.
Came through with J Cash.
Yes.
You're this shy guy.
Yes.
Like, have you always been shy? Because now you're like a very confident person.
It's growth.
Yeah, eh?
I was young by then, and I didn't know a lot of things, so I was like, in most cases I would be quiet, and I'm more of a listener than a talkative guy,
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And I think if you had to say from the time you came onto the scene, what year was that? 2018, 19?
2017.
2017. That was 2017.
Yes.
Time has gone by. So from 2017, and we're talking about 2025, what would you say are like the three greatest lessons you've learned over the years?
My first lesson is always humbling myself whenever I'm dropping music. Like, that's the first lesson. So whenever you are popping or you put out a project, just humble yourself and remain the same person you've always been, because you can never be on top, top forever. You get my point? That's my first lesson. Second is I came to the realization that my fans have grown, and these people are actually in real life situations. Others are married,
Yeah.
Others are in relationships, others are working. So there's a certain type of music that I need to put out. That's my second lesson. I think my third lesson is treating music as a business,
Yes.
Yeah, it's a business. We're no longer in the industry where you have to do things for for the sake of doing them. You need to know what you are gaining, by doing certain things, because at the end of the day, you are providing value. You get.
Yeah.
Yes, so I've like learned this. There are a lot, but you said three. You get my point.
Yes. And I think from the last two, number 2 and 3 that you've mentioned, I think they've been very powerful because we see this happen to a lot, especially to rappers.
Yes.
I think a lot of rappers, they focus on, putting out like the hardcore hip hop for the culture.
Yes.
Which I know you do sometimes. Once in a while, you just
Yes.
do it for your people. But like you say, there's more to it. But at the same time, there are others who feel like, no, now this person is running away from real hip hop, is running away from the culture. How do you feel also as somebody who's also a commercial artist, where you have to balance the culture that you love, the hip hop culture, at the same time, it's a business for you?
It's about being super sensitive when making music.
Yeah.
And providing a language that certain age groups would understand. So there are people that don't have time to start listening to bars and punchlines. They'll be like, they just want straightforward messages.
Yes.
And there are also people that would sit down and say, what is he talking about? Like, they have that time. So you need to strike a balance between when giving out music, the message and the language, need to be understood by different age groups. So there are certain words that I can't use, when writing verses or music, and also it's not running away from the hip hop, community, or it's more of a business. It's at the end of the day, you realize that a good song, be either hip hop or R&B, Afro pop, or whatever, a good song always be a good song, and you can get business out of it. You get. So it's about understanding the aspect of listeners to say, okay, when I pull out certain message, this area, and this side, they'll all be satisfied at the same time. If I'm being honest with you, there are a few people that complain about me not dropping hip hop music.
Really?
Yeah, because like I told you, my fans have grown.
Yes.
You get my point.
Yes.
They are no longer, wanting to jump, wanting to feel the pain. They want to vibe right now. So I'm trying to catch up with my fans. I don't want to be the Dizmo that people knew 6 years ago. No.
Yeah. And I think that's growth. And obviously your story has a lot to do with J Cash.
Yes.
And you've been rocking with him for a while. We've seen people who have left, people that helped them get to where they are, people who carried them through, people who put them on.
Yeah.
But your loyalty has been strong. What has kept your loyalty with J Cash?
So my loyalty lies, me and Jay, it's not just about music, like he's my big brother, so to say. There are certain things that we do apart from making music together, and also I'm connected to him such that I understand the fact that the time he was signing me, he wasn't really an established artist, like a huge artist. He was just breaking through the industry. But he gave me the chances to also do my thing, and thank God we're here. Everything is working out well. And if he did that for me when he had little, now that we have both grown, we can do great things and create a big empire. You get. So we've been in situations where, okay, in simpler terms, we've built an empire. This is our company. You get. So I've my heart is with the company. His heart, I know, is with the company also. So it's like a family business. At the same time, it's an industry business. It's not just music. It's family. Everyone that signs under Apaidi. So there are certain things that we don't do. There are certain things that we do. Before music or farm, we need to sit down and talk and understand each other. On a brotherly level. You get. Yes.
So, like, does it mean like you've got like shares in Apaili? So, how does it work?
No. It's his company.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're signed under Apaili So.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, but it's still have like a whole brotherhood going on.
Yes.
Okay, which is fair. But also, I've noticed something very, very interesting. Even just for those who follow you, I think they
Yes.
listen to a lot of your music, and maybe they don't hear much of the other side of Dizmo. And they'll probably hear Dizmo speaking very fluent with his English.
Yeah.
Where did Dizmo go to school?
Huh?
Where did you go to school?
Why did I what?
Where? What school did you go? What school did you go to?
Ni school hapa street. Street education.
Really?
It's not like you've been to high institutions. No, it's just
No, but like even just like primary, secondary.
I'm a very educated person, man.
Really?
Yeah, I completed my G12. Where I'm coming from, I think it's the highest level of, education that you can get, grade 12, because, kids will be dropping out,
Yeah.
in the fourth grade, first grade. But yeah, I thank God that I even sat on the examination, chair to write my grade 12, Yeah, so that's the highest I've been.
You sound like you're quite smart, even in your secondary school. You sound like you're a smart guy.
Yes,
Were you?
yes,
Really?
yes.
So how many points did you graduate with?
They're 16.
So same
16
as
points.
Jcash.
Yeah, I
Because
think.
Jcash says it in what movie? What song is that?
My life a movie.
Yes, My Life a Movie.
Yes, 16 points. Also, I got 16. So you've seen me and him were connected in several ways, different ways.
But have you thought of like going further?
Yes. When I'm done with my investments, I'm going back to school and just do a few, courses. Yes.
If you do a course, what course would it be?
I think I'll go for business, and but I wanted to be. I really want to join the army.
Really?
Yes.
So is that why you do songs like Commando?
Yes, I want to be a soldier because So I want to join the army and do a certain course that is in line with defense system. Yes, that's what I want to do.
Really? You don't think that would put you like out of line with what you're doing now?
Music,
Yeah.
not really.
Because you rarely come across like mainstream artists who have like a full-time job. Number one, just even having a full-time job. People
It's a job.
discourage it. They say, because music itself is like a whole career and it needs dedication. But even more so that, if you're in the defense forces,
Yes.
you have to dedicate your time to service and all of that, and you have to conduct yourself a certain way. So you don't get worried about all those things.
If it's gonna take me a certain route to maybe minimize on music,
Yeah.
well, that's cool because also there are also young musicians that are coming up. We need to pave ways for them. Of course, if my work demands me to be full time, it's okay for me. I will grow from it and know how best I can be part of the music, and also balance. We're growing. We've been in the game, this is our prime. In the next 3-4 years, there will be other kids coming up. So the best we can do is just to pave the way for them, and we'll learn from them the same way, the older generation, the way they've been learning from us, the same way we've learned from them. Even the young ones also learn from us, and the industry will grow. Like
Okay.
that,
All
yes.
right. Although you did say in one of your lines, Nikachita retire industry ngara
Sala
vacant.
vacant. Commando.
Eh.
Commando.
I think that should have been Commando. So meaning it won't really remain vacant after all.
Yes, of course, there are millions of kids that sounds like me.
It's so funny because I posted a video on my Facebook the other day, and it was like, I was in Kabata. I was emceeing an event in Kabata. It was like a community engagement,
Yeah.
and then there's this guy who came and he did a freestyle. He did a very good job. I think I'll play it for you.
Yeah.
But one of the comments, I think one or two of the comments came and said, "But why is that everyone these days is trying to sound like Dizmo, especially like the kids in the hood? Like they just want to imitate Dizmo now."
Maybe it's because I've displayed a real, story, because even the features that I jump on, you find that 80% of the songs that I jump on, if it's a rapper, they somehow sound like me. I understand that it's good, It's good to have cats sounding like you. It means you've, you have your own portion, when it comes to sound. You get my point. So my take on that is, well, I'm humbled, knowing that the people wants to sound like me. Meaning I've done a great impact in societies. You get.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's they say what did they say? It's a famous saying. And imitation is the best form of flattery. So it's like a way of complimenting the work that you're doing. But let's look at this year, 2025. You've been on a roll. Like getting back to the fact that you've been on a roll, you've been releasing banger after banger, and you're not letting this year rest, are you?
No, like as I'm speaking right now, I've like 2 more songs that I haven't dropped.
Oh
And
my
we need
goodness.
to drop. There's a certain okay, I'm trying to use a certain strategy that I used some 3 years ago. Yes, there's this strategy I used to use where I would drop like 3 songs in like 2 months, and then in the next 6 months or 9, when those songs grow, I've like 4 hits.
Yeah.
A certain period of
Okay.
time. So at times there are songs that you drop and the numbers will be going slow. There are
Yes.
songs that will drop and numbers will be like, phew, you get. So every time you have a huge song, even the numbers, for the songs that had slow, little numbers, they'll start, growing again. So with me, I use that method frequently because I wouldn't want to be an artist who has like 1 hit song or 2 in a year. I want to have like 5 or more, you get. Because trust me, that when it comes to business,
Yeah.
we perform for different events, and there's a certain music that you can't perform. Kuma events yami.
Yeah.
Wedding,
Yeah.
shan, kulaba ichefe, bade swimming, pool party.
Yeah.
There's a corporate event.
Yeah.
So when you have a variety, of songs that have numbers, you can pick 4 or 5, and then you have a good show.
You have a good show, yeah. So, with the way that gets to even happen, because a lot of people sometimes, a lot of artists, they want to let the song sink down to create timeless music. I think people believe that timeless music is you have to let people digest the song so that you create a timeless song. So you can have a hit song,
Yes.
but not a timeless song. So, how are you also working to balance that? Where yes, you've put out a very good song, but let it sink in with people first before you put out another one. Or for you, it's about hey, let's just put the music out. Let's have a catalog of songs to perform.
Well, me, I don't believe in that, If there was someone else saying that, obviously it has worked for them. I'm trying to use something that has worked for me.
For you, yeah.
For me. Kwa dibaidi saying to adecha kubwa chati muliro ka bozima nkubunja. Padisha mbili. Chikari bozimirira mwafakapo futi chayako. So that's my method of making music. So like I told you, I've learned a lot of things, and one of them is listening to people telling me what to do.
Yeah.
Because I believe music is something spiritual, and the way we connect with our fans is differently, I'm an artist, Bambi. So if your fans, there are some fans that can wait even 3 years for music to be dropped by their favorites, There are also fans that even angumuli wana waktu of me nyimbo shiri 5, it's okay. You understand? And well, it's about what you believe in, And also, I've noticed something. Yeah. There are people who make music, they're not confident. You feel me? You even start seeking for validation.
Yeah.
You know?
Have you ever felt that way yourself?
I've never felt like that from the get-go.
So every song you've put out, you are confident and you knew that, okay,
100%. Either does.
But has the opposite happened where you're confident about a song and then it didn't do well as thought as you were expecting?
It happens.
What song or what songs happen like that?
Which song? What song? I think there's a song called Banzatu. I featured Dre. Well, I expected it to have like a trend,
Okay.
because the message is too emotional.
Yes,
but,
yes,
well,
yes.
didn't sit well with other people.
Mm.
Feel me? So, in short, what I'm telling you is that it's hard to predict a hit song.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yalishupa. Kwala fene nyimbo fele kati, this is a tryout song. Let me just drop it. And then yakupapsha.
Yeah.
There are also songs that you will be confidently, believe in and say, yeah, nah. And then yakushta disappoint.
Yeah.
So all in all, it's about giving people your music.
Mm.
And taifa ikaira kwati wambo kumvisha umuntu music ati but ine which one is the best? I wish of what you for kai. Maybe you muntu ari heartbroken. You feel me? But an advice here wrong. Just do you.
Yeah. But I bet the song with Your Maps, you knew it was going to be a hit, isn't it?
Exactly. It's a duo, me and Maps.
Yeah.
It's a duo.
You guys have created a very good also relationship musically. Like your chemistry is on point. You featured on his album. Tamunaka did very well.
Yes.
You did a song with him, Teti, done very well. So for you guys, it's a bond, huh?
Yes. We get to talk away from music. We talk business, family, because we go to the same gym. And we're just like neighbors. We're neighbors in short.
Okay,
You feel me? So in most instances, it's not more of making music. It's about, tabling down what is supposed to be done. And I like the fact that there's a lot of things that I've learned from him.
Yeah.
When it comes to the business of the side.
Yeah, the business side of music.
Music, yes. There's a lot that I've learned, and I appreciate.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've for Nde Antule, I love that song. Very beautiful song with the peace pictures. I never saw that one coming.
Oh.
Like I think it was one of those unexpected collaborations. With the peace preachers, even just looking at the title, like Dizmo featuring the peace preachers. What in the world is going on? How did you even manage to make that work?
I listen to those guys' music almost on a daily basis, man.
Really?
I've been listening to them since the time I was like in should be grade 6
Yeah,
or 7,
yeah.
somewhere there. Like I've seen how my sisters used to, vibe to their music.
Yes.
My mom, so I grew up listening
If
to
you hear the music, you will know today is day of cleaning.
Yes, you feel me? So I tabled that record sometime back last year when we were doing rehearsals for the awards.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was actually my first time meeting them in person.
Ah,
Yes, I was
okay.
like, this, and then we, my manager, suggested that we should do a record, and then we were working on it, thinking what route would take, And then, this year I was like, I'm doing a certain ceremony, and I feel you need to bless me with a hook that, would actually, connect with what I'm doing. And then we worked on a record.
Yeah,
Shot
yeah.
a video for it.
Very, very beautiful song. Very beautiful song. And then you also have the most recent record featuring Triple M.
Yes.
I did attend the launch of the music video. Also, people didn't expect that collaboration because
Yes.
it seems like you guys had your whole thing going on. What was that about? Because it seemed like you guys had beef.
So me and Triple came a long way, some time back. 2021, I think that's the first time I met him. We worked on a record, it did well in the streets. So we created a friendship, a brotherhood, we was talking, would meet at the video shoots, would talk, bro, this and that, and just, strategize on how best will work, and I like the fact that he's really pushed, and I've learned a lot from him for the fact that there's something that I really didn't understand about music, but then when I looked at him and what he was doing, I was like, okay, so this guy has moved from a certain kind of music and is making music for this. It can work for me as well, So there's that lesson I learned from him, and then there was a day we met, in Highbanks, when you dropped that follow song and went for the launch of his EP. So we're talking just, since we're on our primes, let's create something that people would be talking about. And then we sat down and said, yo, let's create the fake beef. And then when people start following that, we can actually do a good business, we'll be doing this and that. And we tabled everything down. But I think the energy just, didn't allow that, because he's coming from a ghetto, I'm coming from the ghetto, and already there was that feud between two areas, And also we didn't want to divide people, because he has his own people and I have mine.
Yeah.
So I think the energy didn't allow that to happen. In as much as we plotted that, the energy didn't allow, and then I was like, yo, let's just make a song. We created the song. We dropped it 48 hours ago. And yes.
So did that planned beef create some real like bad energies, like where you, like, okay, this is planned, but now you just feel like energies are just a bit weird now. What's going on?
So when I say energy, I mean not our energies, because us were just cool and but the energy of the listeners and our fans, and industry experts, and also we represent same people. There are people that would go to and ask for advice. They help us with different things, and then they're like, we didn't really expose that plan to say but looking at the energy that surrounded the people that we represent was so negative that we couldn't carry on with that, and then we just went mute on it. And I created the song. I was like, my homie can actually do a good verse on this one, and then I called him over, and then we worked on it.
Made it happen. Awesome. Let's take a break. After the break, we're still hanging out with Vanona Chongo. Yeah. Feel free. We'll be right back.
I really want to join the army,
Really?
Yes.
So is that why you do songs like Commando?
Yes, I want to be a soldier. If it's gonna take me a certain route to maybe minimize on music, well, that's cool.
And some of these artists go to perform in Malawi, but those artists do not get the same kind of invitations and all of that here in Zambia. Do you think it's true? Do you agree with him?
No, I know, because I'm a businessman. I'm also a creative. I know what he's up to. From the moment that I became a dad and a husband, there are a lot of things that I've cut off completely to say, I can't do this. I can't.
Like what? People have been criticizing your wife. Personally, I sometimes feel some type of way about it. How do you handle that? Talk about her dancing and all of that.
Well,
welcome back. You're still watching On the Table. My guest is Dizmo. One thing I've also noticed is that you're kind of multilingual. I hear you speak Bemba. I know. I believe your biggest strength is Nyanja, right?
Yes.
Clearly, even with the English. But from your observation, which is there like a sort of like a certain language that gets more airplay or makes songs bigger? Because I hear this sometimes for certain artists where some fans even tell them, no, do a song in Bemba, it's going to get more people listening. Others say do a song in Nyanja, because you also have countries like Malawi that will also sort of understand. Do you ever think of these things when you're doing music, like what language should I use for this song?
Yes, but language is not a barrier. So it's about creating certain lines that they easily come out of your mouth, depending on the kind of song that you're working on. You're working on a certain nangwati beat, and of course everyone knows that there's Bemba,
Yes.
Kwali basana na Bemba kuli.
Kopara, eh?
So of course you would put a few words, Bemba words, you know, depends with the song that you're working on. Mwashwaka. But language fiabu, a good song would be a good song anywhere in the world of wherever.
Really? Because we hear all these debates. No, use more English, more Shan if you want to get that an international appeal. But you don't think that any of that matters.
Fiabu, because if you listen to Sete by KO, that's Kosa they were using, yeah. I don't know if it's Zulu, you know, but it's a big song, not just in Africa, even in some other parts of the world. It's huge, you see. Yeah, so language is just, music is about atmosphere and, you know, how you feel when you listen to a song. You know, okay, it's moving me, you know.
Yeah.
Even the Amapiano that we're listening to, that's not English, but the way people, you know, vibing to that, you know, music is.
But do you think also populations matter? Because I mean, South Africa is a very good population. I guess also an influential population because they're able to help in creating these trends. West Africa also have a very good population. East Africa have a very good population, so it's easier for them to make it trend first of all within their countries, and then other people get to catch on. But I mean, for us, do you think we have that kind of luxury as well, where we have a good enough population, especially online, to influence some of these global trends?
Yes, population matters because that's dominance. You see, so if a certain number dominates, fila spread. You know, so going international. Let me you know just you know make this clear. Going international, I think it's just creating something that you know, have a viral enough, you know, to touch some other parts of Africa. I've seen that in a lot of comedians, you know, like they'll drop a video or create a video and then the numbers are so insane, you know, like 71 million, like a Zambian comedian. And if you read the comments, you see that there are people from other countries also, you know, commenting on the post. So even it's the same thing with music, you know, there's TikTok, there's Spotify. So we just need to create something that goes viral enough to, you know, it can't be ignored in some other parts of Africa. You know, that's the only way we can go into. We won't be going back to say, we need record, we need money, we don't need those. All we need is just our minds and believe in our craft.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. Now, speaking of that, getting international acclaim and connections. I don't know if you took time to see what Tay Green has been posting.
Yes, I've seen that.
What do you make of what Tay Green has been sharing?
I've only seen one post.
Which one was that? Which one did you see?
I think it's the first post that he posted that went viral.
You don't reciprocate
Yes.
in terms of there are certain artists in Zambia that have big songs with Malawian artists, and some of these artists go to perform in Malawi, but those artists do not get the same kind of invitations and all of that here in Zambia. Do you think it's true? Do you agree with him?
Tay Green is a businessman. He knows exactly how he wants to play his cards, you feel me? So, well, I don't want to expose these plans, so I know what he's up to because I'm a creative, so I want to speak more on that because...
So it's a bigger plan.
He has a bigger plan. He's a businessman, you feel me? So I don't want to expose his plans on a platform like this one. So, I know.
So is that confirmed or it's just what you assume is his plan?
No, I know because I'm a businessman. I'm also a creative. I know what he's up to. You feel me?
Yeah.
I don't want to go against his plans and, you know.
So, but because you've on your album, you've got a song with Namadingo, which is also another beautiful song.
Dremo
as well.
A song with Dremo, yes.
Yeah. So people will be looking at that. So you're probably like one of the examples of the artist who's got nice songs with these guys from Malawi.
Yes.
But you it's just part of a game plan. So we should just wait.
Let's see what he's trying to do, you know.
Yeah.
Yes. For now.
Without exposing him.
Yes.
And even just from the music side, another thing I'd like to know is how you create that balance. Again, getting back to J Cash, because he's musically active, you're musically active. He released an album not so long ago, and you've also been dropping your singles. You've been dropping your singles, so you don't do that thing that others do when they're from the same label. Where okay, you my guy, you take a break for a bit. Let's push this artist. Let's push this artist. This one takes a break. You push this artist, and it's not just the two of you. You've got other artists as well, part of Up ID. So, how do you manage to create that balance of who should put music when and how long we should give them?
Okay, so everything that we do is planned. Like I said, it's. I know that's what you believe in to say.
Yes.
This scenario.
Yes,
that
yes.
Needs to be followed. But with us, it's a different way of approach when it comes to things. Of course, we sit down and say, what are we going to do? What are we doing? But we don't have limitations, in our record label to say. Takuwa abaida kwa ati kaidi palas kumana kwati bambo kuchinga. You feel me? We're always working. Everyone is working. If you sit down and listen to Waiku, he's always putting out music. We're always putting out music because there's a different approach that we're trying to follow, In the end, it's about everyone going home smiling. We don't want situations where, you never in as much as Jay is the CEO of the record label, he's also an artist. He has music to create, So it's not all the time that he's going to come to you and say, do this, this, and that. Of course, we'll learn from him and say, okay, did that. Okay, I can do this. Okay, approve this. Want to do this. Let's go with this. Like, that's how we roll.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice one. Okay, let's talk about now your matrimonial ceremony, your Chilanga Mudino. Very colorful, very, very good event. You used it also in your music video with the Peace Preachers. Where do we even start from? Let's start from, first of all, how did you even meet your wife? How did you meet Tinta?
Some time back in 2021.
Okay.
Yes.
Like, how did you meet? What is the scenario?
We met
Women get touched and you forget how you met.
We met Chalala. Chalala, and then I was recording Ghetto to My Ad that time. Also, it was the time when people knew me, and then I was trying to make a lot of music,
Yeah.
And of course, I was trying to push as the hustler, and then I met this girl that, we started talking, we got connected, and then, we pushed our relationship.
You met from the studio or something, or?
Home.
From home? How? Like, you followed her to her place?
Kwani wafati ati munenda fe bagaye na motoka ero wamona gero amwiminika mwalanda haya shan. Ambokulanda, and then yes.
Then it became serious.
Yes.
So I'm just imagining you driving there, you're like, what's this? Who's this chick?
Yes.
Are you the one who got the number, or you told one of your boys to get the number?
I sent one of my boys to do that for me. It's not my boys. It's actually Rico.
Oh, Rico, the producer.
The producer.
Hey.
Yes, it's the one who did that.
Oh, and I met Rico like 3 days ago. Oh.
That very day, we went to the mall and grabbed something to eat, and then we talked. I still have the videos. We pushed. We pushed.
Was she like starstruck? Like, oh my goodness, Dizmo?
No. I've never been treated like a celebrity. Home. From the get-go.
Really?
There's just that respect, and the barrier, between business and family. Yes, so I'm Dizmo, in music industry, but to my wife, I'm Kasonde.
Yeah.
Yes.
So even from the beginning, even when you were getting the number, she didn't really give you that kind of.
No, that's the reason why I'm here, because trust me, it's a messed up world when you want to mix your status with a relationship.
Yeah, with
doesn't
it,
work like that. So you have two characters, and of course, if it wasn't for certain music, I could have kept my things, away from the business, but then I've realized that there's a story, that I can tell with how everything is running, and I'm sure the people out there would sit back and watch and be like, so Vima does also so, and then we're rolling. God is with us. We're pushing, yes.
So at what point did you feel like, I need to marry her? Was it after the child was born?
After everything was working out, I figured out to say I need to marry this person. We got married. Yes.
And decided to
Yes.
take the step. And how is fatherhood treating you?
It's the best feeling ever. You grow I'm a parent, stroke artist,
Yeah.
stroke hustler, stroke shan.
Yeah.
It's about knowing that you have responsibilities, and me, from the moment that I became a dad and a husband, there are a lot of things that I've cut off completely to say I can't do this I can.
Like what? Examples of
I
things.
don't roll around, with homies who don't bring value to my life.
Yeah.
I don't go. I'm not a play person that would go to parties, frequently. Of course, I'll be invited here and there. And also I respect myself so much that I know that our lives are on the internet and everyone is watching, even our in-laws, our sisters, So it's about self-respect and respecting what God has given you, Of course, I'm blessed. You realize that you are blessed when you have things that you can't buy at the mall.
Yes.
So, and those things, you don't just have, you can't have them in a minute or an hour or a day. Kubiala kaeli, waishi bata, family shani.
Yeah.
So with me, I really thank God that everything is just, flourishing and stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, they say he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. So you're blessed, my brother. Your son also. I don't put us. Does Paris smile? Does he?
Yes, he smiles so much.
People only see like the serious side of him, like just like the father in the music videos.
He's a very, very, very playful guy.
Very playful boy, huh?
He knows when to. I think that boy is more of Dizmo than
Kasonde.
He's the original Dizmo, Because at times I get surprised. You'll be like quiet the whole time.
Hey.
You'll be quiet the whole time. Like he's okay. He's not sick.
Yeah.
He's just not vibing. He's just quiet and looking upset.
It's just not.
But I understand it's bloodline.
Yeah. Eh?
Also, me, I'll be quiet and create this facial expression. Doesn't mean I'm upset inside. It's just like there's a certain meditation that can't allow me to create a facial expression like a smack or something.
Yeah.
So it's a bloodline thing.
Yeah. How does your? Because I've also seen your mother, J Cash's mom. They also seem like they get along very well. Yeah. But how does your mother really feel about the person that you've become now, as Dizmo, even now becoming a father, the career you've chosen? How does she feel about this?
She feels protected, and she's proud of me. She's happy.
Yeah.
Because I'm the last born in the family. The time my dad passed away when I was very young.
And you're the only boy, isn't it?
No.
Oh, you've got another brother?
Yes, I have. I have two now.
Oh.
The other one is late.
Oh.
Feel me? So I'm the last born in a family of 8. I'm sure the time my dad was, the time my dad passed on, I was like in grade 2.
Oh.
Second grade. So, quite a fair, life itali chikabashani, and of course where I'm from, quite a fair, you can't really make it out of the hood, if you're not. You need to be disciplined enough, and my mom didn't see this coming, but I'm not saying I'm comfortable right now, because I know this is not what I want for myself. I know there's more. I'm actually just starting. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the interview, to say me and Joe have created farm. Even our parents, they get along so much, even our kids, we get along so much. So family it's a big family.
Yeah, no, that's beautiful to hear. And I know that even when it comes to like family, and what family get to be exposed to, they see sometimes people criticize you, people in public, and they have to deal with all of that. People even criticizing your wife. Personally, I sometimes feel some type of way about it. How do you handle that? Talk about her dancing and all of that.
Yeah, like I said, so that's the other side of our characters. So even our criticisms, I see that, and people mention me to say, money nukshan, but people always talk. People always talk. You know what I mean? And it's good that people are talking, meaning they're seeing you. My wife, is someone that likes doing a thing, and I respect that, because that's what makes her happy. We get to sit down and say, look, we'll talk about it, and we just ignore the criticisms like that. Because, of course, I know that the criticisms, it can't bring food on my table, it can't push me to go back to, where I'm coming from. It's just, and the criticism is just okay. Because if people are talking, meaning they care about you and they want the best for you, at the same time, the others who are just hating on you. So it's up to us to, control our minds and know how we feel about whatever negative,
Yeah.
comments and everything.
And I know, of course, as men, maybe how we tolerate certain things is different from how women tolerate it. How does she handle it herself? Does she get hurt by those comments?
No.
Really? So she's also strong like that, and she.
Yes. She learned that from me. You remember some time back when there was that issue of young Dizmo? Huh?
Yes.
Yes, some time back in 2017. Trust me, my skin is thick. And there was a lot of talks against me. I went to a certain, that time, that was November 2017. There was this post that was posted by, is it, kwaliba blogo, pa internet ya kwa tamanamba sana. And the video had like 11,000 comments. So
Which one? Which blog is that?
I don't know. I've forgotten. But all I know is there was a video of me rapping in the streets, and there was a video of that kid rapping also.
Yeah.
And then they were saying, we are Dizmo, not Akamwaj. There was like over 11,000 comments.
Yeah.
Trust me. Tapari comment and she supporting nati. Kwa alama insults.
Oh yeah.
And I've grown in that. I've seen that. Okay, this is how people can talk. It's up to you.
Yeah.
Chirikurio kufuna mufuna mverela.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it seems people love you now, eh? Like.
Yeah.
I feel like it's become the opposite. Like.
Very much.
When it comes to Dizmo, most times people will be in support of Dizmo, they'll rally behind Dizmo.
Yeah.
Like how you've managed to change that. I guess it's just through the music.
Not only music, even also giving back.
Yeah.
Giving back. It's about goodwill. Trust me.
Yeah.
The music you'll be talking for, but the way you carry yourself.
Yes.
I feel chipondo.
Yeah. And now you're like I don't know if you're a content creator or you're a comedian. I don't know. I don't know what you are now also.
Kupanga photography at times, if you see how many Eminems do this.
Yes.
Kupanga funny video shan. It's if you sana tindo hip hop nangoni celebrity.
Yeah. Which is good. It's good. I mean, that's the direction the world is going now. Okay, so you said you've got 2 more unreleased songs before this year ends.
Yes.
So what can we expect from these features before we let you go? Are they going to be alone or are they going to be features?
It depends. So we have a lot of music in store. So we'll just pick. But the plan is we'll drop 2 more songs before the year ends. Because we know what's going to be happening next year. So you know what I mean?
Speaking of that, so would you actually do a rally next year? Like, would you perform at a rally, or would you do a campaign song?
Like I said, I'm a businessman.
So you
In
would.
the music business, I'm not in the industry where I would care about how people feel. I'm in the business. There's no emotions in business.
But doesn't your business involve you caring how people feel? Because
Like I said.
you create these songs that people should relate to.
Talk about my emotions in business. What I want for share my emotions. So you and me, okay. Me you're saying me shy. Ero umuntu ayisafika ashitayo. Chala nkalipashani nathi. Nomba ni ishita leshitira but more fin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In business, talk about my emotions that we are not for shan. We're talking about revenue. We're talking about start yakobati na bade tempia. Umuntu nakuletera 20 kwa chat ndefo amenyisha. Ero olefo 20. Wala that nomba ngalisha amenyisha Dizmo around for shan nankwe na kwata amenyisha.
Story for another day. We'll end it here for now. Dizmo, thank you so much for joining us on the show, and we're looking forward to the rest of the songs.
Thanks.
Vanona Chongo has been my guest. By the way, I take pride in the fact that I'm the first person to interview Dizmo when he got into the mainstream. Come on now. Come on. It's no mean feat. Been doing this for a long time. But this is where we have to end for today. Thank you for watching today's edition of On the Table. Let's do this again next week. Remember, it's on Diamond TV Zambia on YouTube. Also, you can catch us on DStv Channel 271, GOtv Channel 20. And in case you did not know, Dizmo is nominated in the Diamond TV Personality of the Year Awards. He's been nominated in Male Music Act of the Year. But also, his song Teti has been nominated for Song of the Year. So if you feel he's deserving of both awards or any one of those awards, remember to visit voting.diamondtvzambia.com to vote for him. Bye-bye.